My name is Adam Jarvis, and I work for Barkman Concrete. We are a precast concrete manufacturer based out of Steinbach, Manitoba. Our primary focus is on hardscapes, so things like pavers, slabs, retaining walls, landscape kits, that kind of thing. We have a bit of an agriculture line as well for barns. We're fundamentally a process manufacturer here. A lot of managing and blending concrete mixes. Our process involves curing, a lot of chemical processes we have to manage closely. We do some packaging and a pretty broad distribution network through a dealer network throughout Western Canada. We're a very seasonal company, so we do a lot of manufacturing built to stock through fall and winter to sell the majority of our product kind of through spring into summer. I think the biggest impact we've seen is actually just in our people. The levels of stress. Customers were frustrated. Internally, there were frustrations. The atmosphere was a complete 180. It was, if it was here, it just came right down to here. And our customers were happier. They were getting more of what they needed. But just overall, the environment, it was just a 180 because we were able to put good tools in place. Again, with the right priorities on process. We just brought a new plant online about 4 or 5 months ago now. Having more of the right inventory available has been just huge for us, and process became really critical. It just really allow us to make far better use of the inventory we had to balance our resources better. Organizations in general, businesses in particular, maybe often they will either struggle to grow or they'll grow and then they'll struggle because they haven't actually scaled their systems and scaled their use of technology. Be proactive, about preparing for that growth. But what we're really excited about is seeing all of that work, those capabilities we're building, the processes that we're putting in place, the utilization of a more full use of Epicor and the tools that we have available. Over the next couple of years, as part of that 5-year plan, the hope is now to be able to turn those and start to say, okay, how can those now start to really fuel innovation and really come alongside growth and pushing forward, right? So it's a both and for us, where we're closing gaps that maybe should have been closed years ago already, but we're also seeing that none of that work is wasted because everything we're building as we're doing that, we can now start to leverage that forward into future innovation, into future growth, into getting ahead and preparing for those next legs of growth. Success, Epicor have been just critical partners for us on that journey, both in just really understanding what do we have already before us that we can utilize far more effectively, and then really helping us to take the potential that we have and really actually start to operationalize that, translate that into real projects that are making real impact and making a real benefit to our top line and our bottom line, and our ability as a business to grow forward and really maintain that competitiveness. If you've got a vision, if you've got a clear strategy on how you want to get there, if you've got that clarity as an organization, man, there's so much opportunity in looking to a tool like Epicor to come alongside as you're working to build those processes. Really, the opportunities are endless. The potential is limitless with good tools and good partners if you've got that clarity as a business. And I would just, encourage, if you don't have that clarity, get it. And then once you do, man, if you're in the manufacturing sphere, Epicor and Success are just phenomenal partners to help you realize that. Strategically, as we look ahead to where we want to be as a business, there's so much runway yet and so much potential within Epicor. I think really we're on a journey of transformation as we grow and as we look at our business processes, how we use technology, how we use data, but then really looking ahead to, okay, now what are those next steps? Where can we start to bring in a little bit more sophisticated process, a little bit more sophisticated tools within Epicor, better use of our data that we're starting to get available and are building trust in. That quality of data has been increasing. And as we look ahead, I think there's no shortage of work to be done to better utilize and more fully adopt Epicor within an organization to support that future growth.